welcome back. The new kit's going very well. I've just started making the part with painting, and there's one of the painted compression cylinders, so that's going great. That's what I was going to get on with today. And then, amazingly, I've had 2 orders for the Heraldic Clarion door horn. There's my one that I used to take to shows, and hopefully we'll do again in future, sans horn, because I need to take it off for something else. And there's my lovely technical Lego lorry model that's still sitting away in here. Now this means, because I've had 2 sitting around for ages, that, this being one of them, I need to make another one. So I thought what I'd do is to see how many bits I've got and see how many I can make. And luckily, without having to order anything else, I've got, these are the 2 slightly more complicated bits specific to this kit, and I've got 2 of those, so that's great. So I'm going to, here's the spare one that I've got ready to sell after I've wired it up, and I'm going to make 2 more, which is lucky. Oh, and also the new ones are going to use these new horns which I've talked about before, so that's exciting. And I was absolutely thrilled to find, I thought the shape of them was slightly different, it looked like it was, but when I experiment with the 2 Munson rings and where this nozzle has to line up, it actually still fits perfectly. I'm so pleased about that. So I've got to spray up another one of these. I've got one ready sprayed, and I'm just about to cut out 2 more of the wooden parts from 3mm laser ply. So that's good, we'll get on with that. Right, next thing is to try and get these horns working, these 2. I've got another pump here, and I need my tube. Right, here's my tube, it goes on there, and that goes on there. And then we switch it on. Nothing, not a sausage. Let's try the other one. And action, nothing. Right, now hopefully this is where the magic happens. Hopefully. If the magic doesn't happen, I've just got a box full of completely useless things. So this theoretically is the magic. Got my gun, battery's about to run out. 3 seconds I reckon. Right, now as that cools, we'll see whether it stretches. Well, let's try and standardise everything. So this is now 3 seconds. Well, let's try that just before the battery runs out. Quick, 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 power. Down to the pump. Look at that. Well, don't look at it, listen to it. What a difference. As that shrunk, cooled down again, it stretched it. Which is how it's meant. Oh, I'm so pleased, thrilled. Right, I'm going to put the battery on charge. Battery sort of charged. Welcome back. Right, I've shrunk those as you saw, and they work brilliantly, beautifully. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that this version sound better than the original ones. They've got a deeper note to them, which is great. Also, they've got a little lip at the top, which is beautiful. I've glued on, I've trimmed off this bit because I need to sit flush against the enclosure, and I've glued this on with a couple of drops of super glue. I'm using this as an aide-memoire because I'm rushing to get it done. I'm not making any notes and I'm taking no photographs at all. I've realised that I've only got 6 of these left, and the first people who ordered the Clarion ordered 3 meters of the copper coloured cable and 6 of the beautiful little cable clips. I mean, the reason being, the thinking being that if this was a Victorian invention, they would have been so proud they wouldn't have tried to hide cables or connections. This isn't actually the cable I use. This was from my original one. This is the cable I use. It's poly something or other. It's plastic covered, but it's metallic. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And of course they wouldn't have had electricity if this was in Victorian times, so it would have been steam powered or compressed air or some sort of Bowden cable. So having this lovely copper cable is beautiful and makes it look really nice. Then, dear friends, I realised I had forgotten something very important. Delivery. For pity's sake, I haven't got any boxes left. This is what I mean about the strangeness of ordering. I have just finished making 20 new net throttle kitchen timer kits and used all the boxes up and thought, I won't need any more boxes for a while, I'll wait until after Christmas. But no, I now need 2 more boxes, which I haven't got. Luckily though, I think luckily, it's origami or cardboard engineering time. I can't even get them in the whole shot. I've got these ordered ages ago to package things like the climatic revelator and the Barrow? I haven't said it for so long. Barometric prognosticator, that's right. Oh, I've just seen some more boxes. Anyway, this is double thickness card, really good quality. So what I'm going to do is to try and create 2 of the boxes I need for the Clarion door horns out of this. So at least not all is lost, because I want to get them in the post tomorrow. But hold on, in the corridor of filth over there, I've just noticed a couple of boxes left over. Doesn't it focus? Can't be that filthy in here. Should we make it easier to focus? I've just noticed 2 of these. Now they're fantastic because they are much nearer the size of a Heraldic Clarion. And they're double thickness. I think I had these 2 when I was building some loudspeaker enclosures to send them off. So that's brilliant. I've had 2 left. Oh, I'm so excited. That's really good news. Right, another load of these clips, or wood for these clips, the cable clips to be made of. Another thing I realised I'd run out of, can't be too careful, is this foam pad sticky adhesive stuff. So I've ordered some on Prime, hopefully to arrive tomorrow. It's one of those things I must learn, that when I see something is running low, to replace it straight away. I knew that was happening ages ago. Check. Hundreds. Check. Excellent. Everything has a place and everything is somewhere else. Strike a light, blimey governor. I, very cleverly I have to say, if you don't mind me saying, checked on the postage for a box that's this size, which, zoink, 43 centimetres, 33 centimetres, 27 centimetres for a package that's 1.1 kilograms in weight, which is one of those. It came out originally using one of the converted NEMP net Throbwell boxes at £11.70 to the US of A. I thought I'd just check and compare them. 44 quid? Good heavens, because they work out the cost volumetrically, or the weight. So in their mind, obviously another way of ripping you off, a box this size should weigh 7.7 kilograms. That's ridiculous. So a little bit more cardboard engineering required. I'll get back to you once I've managed to trim it down a bit. Look at that. They've come up beautifully. Really beautifully. Oh, it's just fantastic. I'm so pleased. So I really have whittled it down as much as possible. And this is what I've ended up with. Now, the ironic thing, if that is irie, I'm not sure, but in order to save a few pence or pounds on postage, I have spent about an hour working this out and cutting it all out. So if you consider my wages, my time, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think I am going to have to order some boxes the right size for the Heraldic Clarion. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? I think it all does fit together. I'll get the hot melt glue gun out and just stick it together and then just check. Perhaps I'll do that before I ruin the other one, potentially. Give it a go. Nah. I'm just going to go ahead and hack this one to pieces and sort the consequences. Oh, by the way, if you're adapting boxes to put creases in them, I find personally a nice long straight edge. You line it up with marks that you've marked out and you just push really hard with 2 hands. and it's enough of a crease. Same with the other ones. Today I'm sticking the boxes together with hot melt glue. Not the stuff for children, the high power stuff, well, normal adult stuff, that it just basically sets really quickly when you hold it together, and also it tends to squeeze out around the edges and burn you really badly, which is always a joy. The alternative one that my children have is a smaller glue gun, and the glue sticks I think are 6mm diameter rather than 11 or something for that one, and the glue melts to much lower temperature. I will put it on the screen because I can't remember what it is, but top tip, if you want to glue things like this expanded something or other, polyurethane or something, packaging material, don't use that one because it'll melt it all, because that I think is more like 180 degrees C. Do use this one because I think this is about 80, and therefore it doesn't melt the foam and still sticks really, really well. And voila! Only a couple of minor burns later, it's all done. The Heraldic Clarion with its lovely new cable attached, and lots and lots and lots of the cable holders, which I'm now going to stick the copper bits to, and they're rivets. Would you Adam and Eve it? For all the hundreds of these steel rivets, and I don't know where I've put the bag of copper pipe clips. Where on earth have they gone? Ah, there they are. Fantastic. With a cursory glance round the workshop, I couldn't see them. Excellent. Right, any excuse to use my lovely cyanoacrylate super glue. "53 all completed. Reached my highest standards. Excellent. An advert, you say? Well, if you've got some boring ding-dong doorbell, why not replace it with a superb Heraldic Clarion door horn? With its inbuilt batteries, it will provide endless hours of satisfaction, alerting you to the presence of a visitor on your doorstep. And you choose how many meters of this lovely, beautiful copper cable comes with it, along with the appropriate number of beautifully handmade clips and a lovely junction box, made of wood of course, that allows you to connect it to your existing doorbell button. Look at that. Excellent. Hey, thank you. I think the batteries are running a bit flat on my turntable, but during the meanwhilest, another beautiful Heraldic Clarion is going to wing its way off to a valued American customer. Fantastic. Thanks very much for watching, and I have an idea. I feel a Christmas message coming on from Victoria the automaton. Now it's after Christmas. How difficult can it be to bring over an automaton, wire it all up to basically red and black terminals, leaving all the rest all intact, because I just had it all sitting on a tray. Reprogram a new voice in, and Bob's your uncle, or not. I started at 9:30, finally got the recording finished at 5 or 6:30 in the evening. What a joy, because I had to relearn everything about connecting the Teensy and the Teensy soundboards to the Arduino, which I couldn't remember, and fiddling around with it, because I think in the last video I was still cheating and pressing a button here to get the Teensy to play the speech, and the Arduino just controlled the motors. There's a stepper motor to turn her head left and right, another stepper motor inside to go up and down, servo motors for the eyes, and a solenoid for the mouth. That's right. So having finally managed to get the Arduino to communicate via a serial link to the Teensy, so it could say, okay, I've now opened her eyes, I've moved her head here, of everything else, now start playing the voice track, the audio file. which it did beautifully, I have to say. It's very exciting that it can add all the hiss, crackle, pops and scratches and wow and flatter. I think I've just said this actually, if I remember back to the previous video editing session I had, so I won't go on about it. But that worked. Then what didn't work, for some unknown reason, are the stepper motors seem to be going backwards. Now I vaguely remember that from some time in the past. Obviously I'm not intelligent enough to think about labelling all these plethora of wires, so the two stepper motor interfaces here, I can't remember which wire connected the wires. I thought I'd got them right, but they just both kept going backwards. So I've got to sort that out, hence the fact she didn't look up and down or left and right with her whole head moving in the video. But I'm really now inspired, actually. That's what I'm getting to. I'm very, very inspired to get on with Victoria the automaton. It's really enthused me, this, and I'm getting all excited about setting up a better serial link with data being sent across about which tracks to play and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, as was it? As break is as good as a holiday's as good as, I don't know, something's as good as something else. And whatever it is, it's meant that I am inspired. Having dispatched one of the orders, the other people then came back to me and said, we'd really like a wireless one. Now, making it wireless is very complicated. If you just have the pump, the battery and a doorbell push switch on the doorbell and a piece of wire, it's really quite simple, but it's something I've been thinking about for a long time. So what I went and did was to order one of these wireless things. This was £10, £9.99.99 or something. So I ordered one of these so I could play with it, fiddle with it. I've opened it up because, again, like so many things, like those flickering candle lamps that I use on the NetNet Thruble, it is so much cheaper to buy something ready-made than to start from scratch when you need the sort of same collection of components. So I have a button here, the doorbell button, which I've extracted. I won't go into it now. Let's just stop. I need to finish editing this video. So that's that bit. And then there's the receiver, which has got 3 integrated circuits in. Well, anyway, I won't go into that either. I'll save that excitement for another video, for another time. Oh, the fun just doesn't stop. So that's what I'm currently vaguely working on. I'll need to get a wireless version of the Heraldic Clarion door horn. I thank you very much, and thanks finally, because I don't think I can think of anything else to say, for watching. I hope you had a great Christmas or holiday festivities of whatever sort.
Dearest friends and family, welcome. My name is Victoria, the automaton, and I would like to take this opportunity to wish you all a safe and felicitous New Year.
Thanks very much.